Alright, I said we were going to the torso, but we're going to Freckles instead. These will be fast, down, and dirty. Let me get that recording thingy out of my screen. Okay, so we're just going to start with black Freckles. Control, Shift, C, because we need them to be paths. Just do them a couple different sizes. And then we will change the color. We're going to change them all at first to his skin color. And then we'll leave the path on for a few more minutes. Get a couple different shades here. And I'm going to make this one a little bit more red pinkish. Okay, now select all of them and turn off the stroke path. We don't need any stroke on these. Alright, so that's our big one. And it's not really going to be that big anywhere else. We can go in here and kind of mess with it a little bit. Duplicate it. Control D to duplicate. I don't like that. I'm going to pull this one down there. Do a little cluster here of some sort. Okay, I do like that. I'm going to grab this pink one, duplicate it, bring it over here, resize and shape it. Kind of put it right over the top of the other one. Grab that one again, duplicate it again, make it really small. Not quite small. Okay, it's doing these on the head, so I might mess up the head if I don't watch it. Let's try to get these all. Let's do a new layer and call them Freckles. Drag it all the way to the top. Hide it so we can actually see how many more we have to do. And that's it. That'll be it right there. Okay, now I can lock. I thought I had my head layer locked. And I got my mouth down here, so I want that. Alright, so show them again. Grab that one right there, duplicate it, and just plop it somewhere else. Just start plopping them around there. Yeah, the two moved too much. Don't want to do a lot of these pink ones, but I want to do a few. I don't know, grab two of them, change the color on the field, just make it a little bit darker. Now I want the big ones up here. No offense to anybody that's bald, but they have marks on top of they have the marks on their head. The blemishes on the scalp when they're in a more natural situation where they don't have head covering on all the time. Okay, and I'm going to put one right over here. I'm going to make that one even, darken it even more. It's a mole. I have a mole on my face, so I'm going to give him a mole. I'm going to make his pink. And you can just keep going and make it really ugly. But I'm not. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the lips key. I'm going to, at first I'm going to appear to give him ruddy cheeks. But we're going to turn that transparency way, way down. See, you can just barely see it. I might want to turn it back up to about 15. Yeah, like that. I'm going to duplicate it, flip it, pull it over here. Yeah, now he's looking a little bit meaner. I'm going to change the color on that, make it a little bit darker, or more like his skin tone. Darken it back in a little bit. I don't want him to have ruddy cheeks. Okay, now I'm going to take one of them. I'm going to duplicate it and just pull it up here. Turn this up to about 45. And we're going to make this really dark. Pull it way over here. Kind of line it up with this line over here, about where the temple should be. Darken it way down. And then turn that transparency way, way down. And just duplicate it. The flip button, drag it over to the other side. And just kind of dent them in a little bit. So they look more natural with the head. And you save it. Okay, any more blemishes we want here? I think we will do the hair before we do the torso. I think that would be a good idea. And I also think he needs some more ears. How much time do we have here? Unlock the freckles. I'm going to duplicate the eyes. Rename the first eyes 0. Leave them locked and turn their visibility off. Go up to the other eyes. Name them eyes 1. Unlock them. Grab the left eye, I guess. See if we can do this in a few minutes. I'm going to pull this way down. Don't want him to look quite so mad. But I still want kind of a square eye to him. Yeah. And I'm going to grab both of those, just both stretch them out and pull them down. He's stressed out. Still kind of looks ticked off though, don't he? And of course we could just get rid of that and then put it back. Didn't really work. Okay, so I got the left eye done. I'm going to just delete the right eye. You have to be in selection mode, so you have to hit S. Duplicate. Flip. Drag it off. I see why he still looks mad. The eyebrow. Alrighty. Select both of those. Go to Node Selection. Grab all this, hold down the Control key. Take all of these. Turn them off. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Pull them down more. Pull them down more. Kind of taper it out. You're not so mad, buddy. I'm going to pull those up. Now I'm going to reselect them, turn it back on. Except for this M one, which I'm going to turn into a corner again. And drag them in. Still want a pointy end to the eyebrow. Okay, now he kind of looks sad. Let's drag this over here. Kind of straighten that line out a little bit. Yeah, that got rid of the crookedness of it. And now I'm going to grab, want the pupil here. I guess I do still want to add the top. this is going to need some extra work. Alrighty. Now I'm going to duplicate the eye, flip it, drag it over here, get rid of the mouth, and he doesn't look so bad. So I'm going to, with both eyes, with the eyes layer selected, I'm going to go, the eyes one layer selected, I'm going to go over here, recenter them. So he doesn't look as mad. And one other thing we can do before we go, put a radial gradient on the actual white area of the eye. Just kind of darken in that center just a little bit. I want to see that. I don't want, well, not the center. That's not the center. This is the center. Enlarge, and now I've got to enlarge it a little bit again. And that kind of does actually a shadow behind the eyeball. That's all I really want. Okay, so if you got something out of this, like and subscribe. I'll be back shortly and we'll start working on the body parts, the torso, etc. God bless and see you in the next video.